It is indeed another sunny day the good Lord has blessed us with. And I welcome you to this channel, Secrets of Health TV. And if this happens to be the very first time you are watching us, kindly subscribe to the channel. Very, very important. Yes, the subscription is not moving on well as expected. So please kindly do that for me. You know, we are risking our health. Look at the scorching sun we are standing under and still serving you. So definitely you need to reward us by subscribing to the channel and then introduce the page to friends and family and people around you. And if you haven't yet click onto the notification bell after subscription, please kindly do that and select all, so that anytime we come your way with videos such as this one, you will be the very first person to get notified. Like the video, leave your comment under the comment section, and then share the video to friends and family and people around you. Today's video, you don't have no option than to watch till the end. Yes, I know why I am saying that. You don't have no option. In fact, you do not have any excuse of skipping this video. You need to watch it all the way to the end. And the good news is that I'm not going to spend much time doing this video, so you can manage the time. And the reason why I'm saying you should stick around and watch the video to the end is this. Today I am going to tell you something about shrinking bula. You see, yes, a lot of people have been calling me, doctor, my bula is shrinking, my joystick is shrinking. What should I do? What do I do? That is the problem, majority of men of today are facing, the shrinking of the bula. So if at the end of the day the bula is shrinking, the bula is going back, all of a sudden it means there is a problem. And that is what we are going to discuss in today's video. And this topic was born out of the fact that recently I just announced that if anybody has any health topic he or she wants me to discuss, the person should let me know at the comment area. So it is against that reason this gentleman called Romeo GHTV, Romeo 13 hours ago, he just commented, say that please, the solution of shrinking bula caused by masturbation. So he said that I should talk about the shrinking of the bula as a result of masturbation. You understand? So I have decided to speak about that today. So Mr. Romeo GHTV, if you are watching me, this video is for you. It is a reply to your question. Now, when we talk of shrinking bula, there is a slight difference between shrinking bula and then small bula. Majority of the men who mostly call me mostly complain of small bula. If you interrogate the person further, you realize that the person is rather suffering from shrinking bula, because mostly the question I normally ask them is that, was your bula okay before, or how was the bula before this problem? Then the person will reply, oh, when I was coming up, the bula or the joystick was okay, was normal, but of late I have realized that it is shrinking. So you ask the person, do you do do you play with your bula in the form of masturbation? The person will say, oh, some time ago I used to do that, but currently I have stopped it. Then you realize that it is because of that issue, or it is because of that reason the bula started shrinking. So there are several factors that can lead to the shrinking of the bula. So I am going to outline to you or highlight to you some of the factors that can lead to the shrinking of the bula. But don't forget, you can see this remedies, two remedies you can see on your screen. These two remedies are what we are going to, use in order to reverse the shrinking bula. So let me finish explaining to you, highlighting to you the causes. Then after that, we will delve into the solution or the ingredients you can see on your screen. I'm going to show you how we're going to put the two ingredients together to have your bula back. And the ingredients are bitter leaf and ginger. Okay, yes, I'm going to show you bitter leaf, how to use bitter leaf and ginger to bring back your joystick back to where it was. So you can see the picture of ginger and then bitter leaf on your screen. We will come to that now. What are the factors that causes shrinking of bula? Number one, masturbation, as the Mr. Romeo GH is trying to understand. When you masturbate excessively, when you masturbate frequently, or when you masturbate for a very long time as a man, chances are that you will end up having a shrinking bula. And the reason is that it is not rather the masturbation which normally causes the shrinking bula, but it is the effect, the complication after the masturbation. Because mostly when you are doing this kind of act, you normally use lubricant, you normally use some items in order to lubricate the joystick, so that you have a smooth play around. So if at the end of the day these items you are using end up entering into your urinary tract, it will go and cause something we call inflammation. And this inflammation can result into the breeding of other microbes, other bacteria, and so on and so forth. So eventually you end up suffering from urinary tract infection, UTI or STIs. And as a result of these infection, the joystick will begin to shrink down. I hope you understand. So playing with your joystick can result into shrinking of the joystick or bula. Second factor is abstinence from from having the action in the other room. If as a man you abstain yourself for a very long time from getting into the other room with your partner, maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and so on and so forth, it can result your joystick or your bula to shrink. This is the reason. The reason is that this joystick is mainly survive through blood flow, because as and when proper blood is flowing through the bula, through the joystick, the blood will carry along oxygen, other nutrients, minerals, and so on and so forth. And the cells around the bula, they always feed or thrives on on proper blood flow, on these items, oxygen, minerals, and then nutrients and red blood cells, and so on and so forth. So that is what they feed on. So if at the end of the day they are not getting the supply, these cells around the joystick area will begin to die off. And the only time the nerves can get this supply is as and when you are having erection, or as and when always the bula, the joystick is coming up or is getting stronger and stronger, as in the case of erection. So at the end of the day, if you abstain from the action for a very long time, it can result you to have shrinking joystick or bula. The third reason your joystick can shrink is if you are suffering from either diabetes or high blood pressure, or if you are suffering from any form of infection like syphilis, gonorrhea, candidiasis, and all the STIs. If you are suffering from that, automatically the joystick or the bula can shrink. So in a nutshell, these are some of the factors that can lead your bula to shrink. I hope you understand. Now back to the solution, because I cannot come here and rant about the problems without, you know, suggesting or giving out you know, solutions. As you rightly see, or as you can already see on your screen, you can see these two items, the bitter cola, bitter leaf, I beg your pardon, bitter leaf, and then ginger. These two ingredients goes a long way to helping you to, you know, solving all these, you know, issues bothering the joystick. So all you need to do is to get, you know, few of the bitter leaf. You can get plenty of the bitter leaf. You dry them up in a sun for some few days for it to, you know, for it to dry up very well. After that, you can either choose to make powder of it, or you can just leave it there. You pick a handful of dried leaves, bitter leaves, then you transfer it into your silver, and then you get about 3 big, you know, pieces of ginger. Wash the ginger very well without necessarily peeling, you know, out the peels, and then you crush the ginger, add it to it, and then you pour water onto it, about 600 to 700 ml of water. Okay, about, let's say, 750 ml of water, and then leave it there. Let it boil on fire for at least 10 to 15 minutes. After 10 to 15 minutes, your tea or decoction is ready. As a man, you need to drink 1 teacup of this, you know, decoction in the morning on an empty stomach. That is 30 minutes or 1 hour before before breakfast. In the afternoon too, if you are around, or if you are, you know, capable, you can drink some, you know, in the afternoon, and then in the evening too, you repeat the same thing. You understand? So you have to be consistent with this product or with this remedy for at least 1 month. And if you are someone whose, you know, issue, you know, happens to be as a result of, you know, abstinence from the action, then you